Here we are once again. Hey, second night in a row. Hopefully, we can get a conversation going. And if you don't know who you're listening to or what channel you're actually listening to, this is Too Cool to Con, Master of Ceremony, none other than REEK, Reek. And the particular topic shall be Peeping Toms. It's an old saying, but, it still has its relevance within this time frame, with essentially any time frame. We could be in 2037 and it still be relevant because I'm quite sure it'll be a peeping tom of some kind that I'm gonna break down, at least the meaning that I think, um, in all said aspects or times. So hopefully the notifications go out. We could get some of the regulars in here to, have a conversation about this particular topic of peeping toms. And I'm not just saying, those from the days of old that would, look in females' windows to see if they're dressing or things like that. That's not the type of peeping tom I'm referring to. I'm referring to the peeping tom that essentially is not minding their own business. It has been a minute, infamous Lisa Smith. You said you just drop it in real quick. That's cool. But yeah, people times I'm referring to is people that don't mind their business. They know so much about your own life that they don't have their mind's eye on what's going on with them. I see. You would think when you're a grown man or maybe a elder statesman of whatever caliber you want to call yourself, you would you wouldn't operate like that. That's more so childlike behavior, high school behavior. You don't think you would watch somebody's life that hard. But then again, jealousy is a trip. I could have called it jealousy, but to me, people in time just I think about it like this: you could have mutual friends or people that you're both cool with, and see, in a way, this is kind of a double-edged sword because if you have a friend and they're telling you that the other friend is saying something, that can actually, when I say it's a double-edged sword, it can be sorted in kind of ways because if they feel comfortable divulging whatever it is about you, then nine times out of the 10, that person that's going back and telling you what's going on probably done said something that's of ill will and not, beneficial if it was revealed what they said, the parts they left out in a particular conversation. Oh, you said, oh yeah, because you said be a minute. You said been a minute. Okay, I got what you're saying, infamous. But what do you think, infamous? What do you feel about someone that goes back and plays reporter about you know how a particular person may be living and you share a mutual friendship between said individuals. I look at it as I don't know. I guess people are entertained by what they can have, or you know, almost like people take their mind off of watching certain soap operas or certain programs to shy away from what's going on in their particular life. So I chalk it up as that. Some people, you know, go to see therapists for you know the way that they handled or mishandled the things within their lives, or the things that are beyond their control, you know. So it's a lot of people that's, functioning out of dysfunction And I guess if even if you was to break it down to him, like if you were the friend that was like, hey, well, why are you talking ill about this person? They probably still wouldn't get it because they're dealing with something that probably done started from childhood, and then carried on into adulthood because it was never actually addressed. You know, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's it's like you see more of that now. You know, depending on your status within life, if you're prospering, or is it even you don't even have to be like you're prospering because it could be some people's lives that to the said person they may be feeling like they're facing certain type of critical aspects in life, but someone that's peeping their situation, they feel, oh look, they got that that car that I always been trying to work the hardest to get, or they done got this home and they got an investment property and things like that. I don't got that, you know. But the person that got the investment property, they don't know how many nights of sleep they done went without trying to get the property right, or how much overtime or whatever they did to get certain choicey vehicles and certain articles of jewelry or whatever. They don't know that side of it. They only know what looks you know something that they wish they could attain. But we always got those watchers all the time. That's why some people try to say, "Oh, well, you flossing in people's face." To me, flossing in someone's face is, you know, you're real braggadocious and, look, I just came up on this, and you ain't doing that. Basically, putting your spoils in the faces of people that may not be having it, and then essentially talking down on them at the same time. To me, that's throwing it in someone's face. But when you're just doing you and living your life, to the best of your abilities, and you always been cool, you always done had a positive word to offer someone. I don't see that as flossing in anybody's face. But some people take it different ways. It's just like when you're in their presence, whatever's within them, they want to mirror it onto you. So if they feel that, well, I would, if I was this person, I would high side on them, or I would floss on them. So they must be doing that because I don't got that, but I would do that. Well, that's you yourself. That's something you got to deal with internally, not what this particular person may be doing. This particular person may go to work, work a 9 to 5. The other person may be a person that's what most people say having their way, moving in the streets and doing certain things, but maybe their prosperity level ain't been up to par or something like that. Or even comes down to, I would say, relationships. Maybe the other person can't catch females like they once did, or if they ever caught them at all. Some people have problems with that. Oh, he that's his the fifth broad he done been messing with, or something like that. When they really want to say, like, how I see in my eyes, he's having it. He can he has a way with words when it comes to talking to the talking to females that he wants to have in his circumference, in his cobra clutches. Some people, they don't like that because they don't see themselves. Um, they're not applying themselves to how they would see it easily attain something, but it's all about applying yourself towards the things that you actually want, not downgrading the next man that that you perceive to be getting it easy. And hopefully y'all can comment in the chat. I appreciate the thumbs up. You know, like I said, I appreciate any thumbs because essentially that means you're watching. You know, matter of fact, I want to say one of my videos is crazy. One of my videos to date is doing numbers like I don't even know why. I want to say it's karma. Matter of fact, I might have to post that in the where I post my affirmations. That's almost up to 800,000 views. Now, when I see that, that lets me know when I get like 30 or 40 views, that lets me know they're playing with the numbers because if I could easily get close up to 800,000 views, that lets me know that, censorship is real and they don't want to disseminate, you know, what I have to say out to the masses. But that's cool because that fact of that video still being live, still doing numbers like that, it means they can't block, its throws, its reaches for whatever reason that is doing numbers like that. But I see this is a slower night than other nights. I don't know if it's any games or anything like that going on, but I see it's some people popping in and some people popping out. I understand it's a Thursday. Like I said yesterday, it was going into Thursday. Now we going into a Friday. Matter of fact, around these parts, I want to say come Saturday, we're gonna have some real Arctic temperatures. So that means probably won't be making too many moves. Be buried down in the igloo, trying to keep some of this warmth going on. But I just figured I'd try to come back and be more what's the word I'm looking for, more on a set schedule of trying to come on to conversate with the people, get back into the groove of things. I still haven't heard back from my designer. I guess he's really gonna push it all the way to the 8th, and hey, so be it. Some things are out of the control of your hands. You just gotta go with the flow as much as possible. Some things you don't have to let slide, but you know, um, I guess you can't rush perfection. And all the pieces I got collected up to, start the new things on Tuku Khan, they're on point. So, hey, if it takes just a little bit more time, that's what it shall be. I want to present something that is, of quality, not nothing of, you know, um, nothing being rushed. But I do have, you know, two devices, so I can actually throw up a hotline number if somebody wants to call in. So let me set that up. I might start that early. And then, matter of fact, you heard from Lowe yesterday, and Lowe was speaking this piece about, I guess, particular people that be on this particular platform speaking about whatever they speak about. I wasn't aware of the individual, but you figure it's countless individuals on this platform that can say things. Some people that get banned. Some people, they've been on here and this particular platform doesn't care for what they're talking about because what they're talking about is I guess they can this platform can perceive it as being idiotic. But let me get to turning on the services of the actual hotline, and then I'll post it. Hopefully, I'll pin it to the top, and then we can have you can call in. Let me. I'd have to run through all these things to get it to work, but that's how it is. Let's see. Like I said, I know it's more than just Lisa Smith out there. Who else is there? Are they kicking y'all off? Because I know they do that too. They act like my stuff is not even live. Let me see. So let me go into so I can post the hotline number. And you can call and talk about whatever you want to talk about. number is, let me see. Where am I missing it at? Give me some time. Give me some time. Why am I not seeing it? Okay, there it goes. Okay. Um, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just posting up the number, and there it shall be. The hotline number is posted. Hopefully, you can see it. Appreciate those thumbs up. Pinned it to the top, so it should go to the top. Hey, join in. Keep this thing going. Wait, oops. My bad. That's the wrong number. Wow. That quick. I hate these little screens. Let me do it again. I was off by one digit. Let me see. One digit. Okay. That number is. Okay. That's the right number. Let's pin that to the top. That's the actual hotline number. You can dial it up and let's have a conversation. Let's see. Hopefully y'all's nights is going smoothly with no issues. Just kick back. It's about to be 11 o'clock around these parts. Nothing major is going on. Maybe I'll let some people know that I'm actually live. Let's see. Okay. Who else? I'll do that too. Let me see. Okay, so I don't know. I guess the best thing to combat it is just to keep moving forward. Don't let naysay take over what you actually have to say. And when I say, I mean do. Because usually, if you're a man of your word is your bond. So if you say it, it shall be manifested into reality. You know, it's about manifesting truth. And if you can't do something, just own up to it. There's nothing wrong with that. People think, oh, someone's gonna get mad at me if I can't do something. No, I respect you because you said you can't do it. I think only little children throw fits about what they can't do whatever. Just own up. I can't do. I ain't gonna be able to make this or whatever. That's respected. I think that's respected in all circles. But it's looking like it's a slow night, or maybe they don't check the explicits on my last live stream. They figure, what, he done had explicits. We're gonna mess with his because you figure it doesn't even have to be an actual person. They could have written this into the code. If we get so many explicits or something, we can have the algorithm deal with it like this way. So it's almost not an actual person that's doing it. They got it programmed into the system where it's like, okay, we feel that, he's getting more viewership, pertaining to, looking for whatever. Because you figure if they're doing data mining on everybody's data from cell phones, if you're watching from smart TVs, computer laptops, they could kind of tell the demographics that are actually tuning in to, listen to you and what type of information that you're dealing out, and that might hurt the people that they sell your information to, because then that means, okay, if he listens to him, that means that's going to take away from all these programs that's running under whatever you're searching out and doing. That's gonna take away from those particular people, because they're gonna shy away from that. So they may be employing things like that. Other than that, it just looked like it might be a slow night where the notifications ain't going out right. It's like they bombard with so many, and then when people go to click on it, they can't, latch on, or it's showing that it says live, but it's not live, and then it's not live until it's done turned into a replay. So I don't know. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up, even though the view counter ain't working. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate people that come in and check. That's why I always post affirmations, because we all need some type of a pickup. Even in when it comes to those, the amount of subscribers I got, how they, I know people's liking the particular comments and things. Yeah, they are messing with my channel heavy. I mean, you figure, I want to say, the person that was selected to win the election is in office, but more and more I look at it as the military's in the office, because you figure they had the whole military surrounding that whole thing of the inaugural, so it's the military that's essentially in office. I don't see it as being, the person that they say. It's the military, the military industrial complex. That's the one that won the election. So I don't even, I ain't even saying it's a president anymore. It's just the military, you know. That's how I look at it. That's how I perceive it. You can't get me to say any different. That's just the times we're living in. You can tell by the propaganda we hear every day in, day out. Like I said, I don't voice my opinions from how the news media to then the medical industry, then pharmaceutical company. All these people work together behind the scenes. Essentially, they don't see the public as an actual person. You're like a product. They see you as a product, so they're gonna talk to you, or like you're not human. Almost, they're coming at you like you're not even human. You know. So if you're receiving that type of treatment, why should you give credence to big up whatever said title? This person's a doctor. This person's a nurse. No, if you can be bought off by essentially like a what is it in Washington, like a lobbyist, essentially like pharmaceutical companies coming into the doctor's office. Hey, if you offer these, we'll give you some kickbacks for that. Nah, I'm not buying any of that. Anybody from the street knows how when someone comes in with something said to be free, it's something that they're going to get back on a kickback. So that's the same thing when it comes to any of these particular outfits, law enforcement outfits, pharmaceutical industry, privatized prisons, the criminal injustice system. You know, that's how they all get down. We see through all of that. A person try to run their spill on you, but when you got that running in the back, see, that's what we have running in the background. They may have, certain things running in the background on these, social media apps and cell phones, to try to, manipulate the way you think. But we got that. No, we know you're running con. We know you're running drag. It's not gonna, be effective, because I'm armed with intelligence, and what I don't know, I'm gonna seek out in another area before I even, you know, depend on, or not depend on, but take the decision of choosing whatever you're trying to rush me into. That's another thing. When people try to rush you into something, they want to lock you down into something that is, essentially probably going to be unfavorable for you. So, if you're feeling unsure, back up from it. When that gut feeling is telling you something, listen to it. But with that being said, I think I will call it a night. I mean, hopefully the little bit of what I done said and spoke on, speaks to you. It resonates. And everybody have a good night. I'm up.